We'll start with Coach Nishino Akira of Japan. We'll directly go for the questions. Please raise your hand and tell your name. Gentleman in the middle.
共同通信山室です。お疲れ様でした。
山室 from
ワールドカップの戦いがこれで終わったわけですけども、
Your World Cup is over. Our World Cup is over.
一番最初にピッチの上で何を思われたでしょうか。お願いします。
So, when you saw the result, what was the thing that crossed your mind?
善戦することだけではなくて、
It's not just we played well,
勝ち切らなければいけない。
but we
勝
had
ち切りたい。
to win it. We wanted to win it.
ある程度今のチーム力
Our
であれば、
team is strong enough,
かなりベルギーには抵抗できるんではないかと。
Belgium,
戦前、
we could at least
いろんな
match
プラン
them,
の中で先
I
行する
believed.
ビハインドになる。
There were different
で
plans.
最高の流れを自分たちで掴んだ。
And of
自分の
course,
中でもそういうプランはありましたけれども、最後こういう形になる、
but at the end, right at the end,
ゲームの組み立てという
to
の
have
は
conceded
考え
a
てい
goal
ません
like
でした。
that, it
2-0 になって
was not expected.
メンバーも
When
そのまま
we were 2-0,
で、3点目という気持ちが非常に
and I didn't
強
change
く
my
ありました
players,
し、
I really wanted to
そうい
score
うチャンスも
another
あり
goal,
ました。
and we did
あ
have
る程度
opportunities.
ボールもゲームもコントロールする時間帯が
We
直後にもあ
were,
りまし
to
たし、
some extent, controlling
た
the
だ
ball and
そこ
controlling
で
the game.
本気になってしまったベルギー、
But
今日のミーティン
at
グでも
that point,
本気にさせたベルギーと戦いたい。
upped their
そのた
game
めには自
when
分
they
たちが
really
も
had
う
to.
フルパワーで
In our meeting, we wanted to play
そういうベルギーを
Belgium
引き出さな
at
けれ
its
ばいけない。
best. And we were determined to
まさ
pull
に
out
最後の30分は
Belgian
本気のベルギ
that
ー、ベルギ
was
ーに
at their
対抗できなかったっていう、
but at the end in the
終わっ
game,
た直後に
I
は
suppose we couldn't really match them.
アドバンテージを持った流れで最後勝ち切るプランは
So
して
we
いましたけど、
were leading and we were going
そこまで
to win.
覆されるとは
I
思って
didn't
もいなかっ
expect
たので、
this kind of reversal of the result.
ワールドカップなのかなと思いましたし、
So I thought it was World Cup,
ベルギーの強さを
and we were faced with the strength and
と
the
いう気持
depth
ちだったですかね、
of
終わった瞬
Belgium.
間は。
That's how I felt at the end of the game.
西野さん、お願いします。増島です。よろしくお願いいたしま
My name is
す。
Masujima.
延長は考えられなかったですか。あそこでどうしても
Were you expected to have extended game?
に思うんですが、そういうことはお考えにならなかったですか。
あの時間帯でフリーキック、そして
At
コーナー
that
キック
point,
の流れがあった
free
ので、
kick and corner
少なくとも
kick were taken.
決め
Therefore,
たい気持ちはありましたし、
we did
延
want
長ももち
to
ろんその
decide
時
the
点で
match and
考え
finish
て
the
ました。
match. And of
全
course,
くああ
at
い
that
う
point, I
スーパー
thought
カウ
we
ンター
might go
を受け
into
ると
the
は、
extra time.
それは予
However,
測もで
we
きなかっ
did
たです
not
し、セット
really
した選手た
accept
ちも
that kind of
ああいう流
super
れ
counterattack.
で
And the players
数秒後に自分たちのゴール前にボールが運ばれるっていうことも予測はで
did
きなか
not
ったで
expect
しょうし、
within
本当
a
にそれが
few
紙一重なところ
seconds,
にある、
just a flash of the time, the ball was carried.
勝負どころなのかなとは思いますけれども、
And that
もち
really
ろん延
decided
長は
the game and the match.
で持久的にはボールも
In terms of the extra time,
伴って動ける延長は想像できたので、
we thought we could
決め
actually
られなくても延長勝負ってい
play
う感
on
じは持
in
って
the
はいました。
extra time. So if in the case that we could not finish the game, we were going to go into the extra time.
NHK の林田です。西野監督お疲れ様でした。
Hayashida from NHK.
この短期間でいろいろあった中で、明けはしましたけども、
Within a very short
選手たち
period
が
of
こういう
time,
戦い方を見せてくれて、
there has been
ロッカールー
so
ムで選手たち
many
にどういう声をか
things.
けて、今どういうふうな選手たちの思いがあるかっていうのを聞かせていただければと思います。
What are the messages that you'd like to convey to your players at this point?
いやまあすぐシャワー浴びろって、
Take a shower
呆然とみんな裸のまんまい
is
た
what I
ので、
said. Because
まあ
they
そう
were
いう声かけ
standing
がまず、
just
ホテルに帰っ
not
てか
doing
ら
anything.
声かけはしたいなと思います。
So I am going to talk to them after we get back to the hotel.
はい
お疲れ様です。今大会通じて非常にコンディションが
Through this
さっ
tournament,
き持久力ではもう大丈夫だというふうにおっしゃってたんですけど、
you said you were
コンディションが非常に良かったと
convi-
見えたんですが、
confident
コン
about
ディション
the
の
players'
コンディショニング
stamina
につい
and the
て
condition
何かお
was
話
very
し
good,
していただ
I
けますか。
believe. But can you talk about the players' conditions throughout this tournament?
まあ走れることは選手走れる力は
My
走力は
players can run
まあ持久戦にしてもスプリントの
if it is a
回数
long
等
run or
ベ
if it
ー
is
ス
the
に
number
は
of
しっかり持ってはいる
sprints.
と思いますし、まあそれをまあゲームフィジカル
Our players are
とし
quite
て
strong,
こうパフォーマンスとしてこう出せるか出せないかっていうのは、まあ
but
単
to
にコンディショニングがいいと見れるっていうことではなくて、やっぱ戦術的なところですとか、
in the game
まあ技術的
is another
に
matter. We
まあ
need
ボール
skills,
を
we need
どう動
tactics.
かしていくかとか、
How
まあ
we are
伴
going
っ
to
た動
pass
き
is more important.
フィジカルゲームパフォーマンスなので、まあ今日のゲームもそうですけども、1、2戦、
It was the same with
まあ
today's
3戦
game,
もそうですけ
but
ど、しっかりこうボール
first,
を
second, and the third matches that we had,
まあ自分たちで動かせる、まあ有効に動かして無駄な
Japan
動
had
きという
to
か、
play the
それ
ball
が
well
少ないのかな
and
と思い
then
ます。単
pass
純
them
な
well.
戦術的な動
We
きという
shouldn't
の
waste
が
the ball.
少ないのか、まあ全員でこう共有した中で動けてる同時性があったり連動したりっ
I
ていう
think
ところ。
the players
その中の
synchronized
パフ
very
ォーマン
well
スができているので
and moved
あの
with the
そ
ball
う
very well.
感じるところですし、まあ、走行距離は決して多くは
The distance
ないんですよね。
covered is
本
not
大会入って
that
から
long
あの
in this
全
tournament.
体で100から110ぐらいの距離で
It's about 100
決
to
して多くはないん
110 kilometers.
ですけれども、
Therefore, not
まあ
that
感じ方が非常にこう
long.
有効に
However,
動いてるボールを動か
players
せてる
moved very well and passed the
Moving
balls,
football.
ball very well.
が
What I call a moving
実現できてる
football
というところ
was
は
realized.
フィジカル的にというかコンディションがよく見えると
So
ころであるとは思い
physically
ます。
or in terms of condition, I think the players were optimal.
Игорь Быкин, news.ru, вопрос на русском языке.
My question will be
В
in
целом,
Russian.
как
I am from
оцените выступление вашей команды на этом
news.ru.
турнире? Довольны ли
What
вы
is
результатом?
your view of your team's performance at this tournament, and are you happy with the results?
結果についてはもう残念
As to the
の
result,
一言です。追い
I
詰め
am
ました
very
けども、やは
disappointed.
り
I'm devastated. Yes, we
勝ち
took
き
a
れない
lead,
この、
but we couldn't
わ
win.
ずかであっては、わずかでないのかもしれませんが、
Might have been a very small difference.
ゲームの中ではわずかだ
Maybe
と
it
感じて
wasn't
まし
that
た。
small, but I felt there wasn't
そ
anything
れが
in
采
it
配
between us.
によるものなのか、
Maybe it was my decisions as a coach
まだまだ
or my tactics,
本気にさせたベルギーに及ばなかったのか、
and we couldn't really catch up or keep up
選手たちは非常に
Belgium, who upped their
今
game.
シリーズ
The players,
今
my
までに
players,
ないというか非常に
throughout this
前向きで
were very positive,
全く対ベルギーに対して
better
も
than in the
もう
past,
自信を持
and
ってい
even
る
against the
選手た
likes
ちが
of
いたので
Belgium,
で
they were
やはり
confident.
ある程度今日もそういうパフォーマンス
And
チャレン
even today-
ジするパフォーマンスというのは出せたと思いますし
It was good performance
選
seen
手
from
は
our
もう
players.
100% 以上戦ってくれたパ
I
フォ
think
ーマンスを出して
they
くれたなと
performed
思います。
better than 100%.
されどそのわずかっていうところ
But that
はこれ
little
からサッカー
difference
界でまた埋め直さないといけないなと
has to be
いう
filled
気持ちでは
going forward.
おります。
Hi, Coach Tarek Panja from the New York Times.
New York Timesから参り
This
ました。
tournament has been a tournament of surprises. That second half probably hasn't been seen at the World Cup for 50 years. That was the last time we've had a comeback like that from 2 goals down in a knockout game. Can you describe a little bit the tournament, and also not to remind you of it, that moment when Belgium scored? What was the emotion? Thank you.
スコアを決められた時にどういう気持ちだったかっていうことに関しては
When we conceded the goal, how I felt?
まず自分のそのゲームに対するコントロールが自分としてどうかっていうところを問いたいと思いますね。
I was questioning
2-0という
myself whether I had the
やはり
control
ア
of
ドバ
the
ンテー
game.
ジをもらっていながらっていう
We
ひ
were
っ
2-0
くり返されてるわけですからそ
And
れは
still,
選手たち
the score was
にではなく
reversed. I don't think it was the
ベンチワー
players
ク
to be
私
blamed.
のコントロー
It
ルの
was
仕方
me who might have
によるものだ
lost
と思い
control
ますし
of the game.
そのゴールを決められた瞬間にというのは
And when
自分に
the goal was
対する
conceded,
采配に関して問うところではあると思います。
and I questioned
こ
my
のトーナメントに
tactics
関してというかこのワールドカップに対しては
through this tournament or toward this World Cup.
選手が非常にやっぱり過去の4年前のブラジル大会
Well,
で
4 years ago in
ベスト
Brazil,
16に入れなかった思いこれは選手参加した選手だけでなくやはり日本サッカー界今回参加した
it
選手た
wasn't
ち
just the
全員が
participating players, but the whole of Japan football
コロンビアにグループステージで3試合目に負けた
remembered
あの瞬間の
how
思
we
いというの
lost
は
against
これは計
Colombia
り知れない
in
で
the
すそ
third
こから
match.
やはり4年
And
積
4
み上げ
years
てきた
passed,
選手たち
we have been
日本代表チー
training
ム
hard,
の
or the
今
players
大
have
会に
been
対す
playing
る
hard.
思いというのはまして初戦がコロンビアという大
And
会
of
でした
course,
し
we
なんとかやは
faced
りそのリベ
Colombia
ンジ
in
と
the
いう
first
とこ
match.
ろの思いは
So
本当に
we
強く
were
感じ
all
ましたし
determined to take a
今日に
revenge.
限ってはやはり8年前に
And today, about 8 years ago,
ラウンド16で延長ペナ
in
ルティ
around
そして落とした
16,
という
extra
そう
time,
いう
penalty,
過去
and
もあり
we
ますので
lost.
それに対
That
す
was
る
the
ベ
past
スト
experience.
16
Therefore,
を何としてもという思いが
we were determined
チー
to
ムにあ
go
りましたし
through to the next stage.
グループステージの戦い方突破の仕方
The way we
そして
came
ラウンド
through
今
the
日の
group stage,
16のゲームに対しては
and also
自分として
about
も
today's match.
突破した後の今日のゲーム
So
を
today's match,
チーム
after coming through
力を
the group stage,
万全にする中で戦いたかった今までの過去2大会2回の
was to be
ラ
the
ウンド16
combination
とは違う感覚で選手に臨ま
of
せたかった
our football. And I wanted my players
そう
to
いう
have a different mentality
チー
to
ム
the
の
ones that the Japanese team had
大
in
会
the
に対して
past.
のプランというのはしっかり取れた中で戦えてはいたと思います。
And I think we did
やはり
succeed
まだ
in
力
having
が
a very different
足りないという
mentality.
ことをまた
But
見せつけら
maybe
れ
the
ました。
skills or the powers was
また4年
something
後
missing from us. So
今日もってまた
4 years from now on,
託したいなと思います。
we'd like to come back.
日本語でお願いします。監督お
I'm
疲れ
going to
様でし
ask a
た。
question in Japanese.
今4年間の積み重ねという話がありましたけれども、
So you were
監
talking
督が
about
こ
the
のチームを率いるにあ
past
たっ
4
てです
years,
ね、
but when you took
前任
the
者つまりハリ
helm
ロジッチ
of
さんが
this
積み重ねてきたもののを全否定するのではなく、いい
you
部
took
分
over
というものをしっか
from
り残しながら
your
ご自身
predecessor,
をつけていったというふう
Harry
に
Fujitich,
私は見てるんですけれども、
and then
監
you
督自身はその
didn't
点どうお
really
考えでしょうか。
deny what he had done, and then you actually
まあ、
added
ハリル
to
監
what he had
督
already
がずっと積み
accumulated.
上
Is
げ
that
て
correct?
きて
Yes,
こられ
he
た
created this
そ
team,
の
and
スタイ
he
ル
nurtured
チーム
this
にも
team.
たらしたものというのは
He
大きいと思い
nurtured
ます
a
し、
certain style.
私自身もそ
Therefore,
の
it was very
継承するべきところはしなけ
it
れ
was
ばいけ
something
ない
to be
それは選手た
respected.
ちにある程
And
度染みつ
I
いているもの
decided
も
to continue with
ありま
what
すし、
he had done.
た
And
だ
then,
自分の
of
中で
course, players
まあそ
had
れに
that.
対してまあオリジナリティとは言わない言えませんけれども、ここ1ヶ月の話なので
It's been only a month or so since I took
ま
charge
あ
of
何かア
this
クセン
team.
ト的なもの、まあそれを
But
継
I
承で
wanted
きる
to add
ため
something,
の
not just the
自分
continuation
なり
of
のアプ
what
ロー
my
チというの
predecessor
は
did. And I wanted to add
選
my
手に
own
チームに与
approach.
えてきたつもりです。
And I have done so.
まあそれは当然ハリル・ホジッチ監督が伝えてきたその
So
コンタクトの強さだとか
Halilovic
縦の速さだとかっていうところは
told the players
間違いな
how
く
we have to be
必要と
fast
する
in
ところ
going
でありますし、
forward.
まあ選手もそういう感覚を持っています。まあそれ
And
に対して
that's something that we need.
の
And all the
まあ
players
自
are
分な
aware
り
of
の
that.
変化、
But in addition,
ま
I
あそれ
wanted
を選手
to
が理解
add
して
something. I wanted to
まあここ
put
1
my
ヶ月
touch.
取り組んでくれ
And
た
players
ま
have
あその成果かな
understood
と
what
思
I
い
wanted
ま
to
すけど。
do. And then this is the result of what we have been doing together.
Владимир Ярош, интернет-издание «Блокнот Ростов». Вопрос на русском языке.
Блокнот
Скажите,
Ростов.
пожалуйста, можно ли
My question is in
сегодняшнее
Russian.
поражение
Could you
назвать
tell me,
главной
do you
трагедией
think that
японского
today's
футбола
defeat
последних
could be
лет?
called the main tragedy in Japanese football in recent years?
まあなかなかこう認めたくはない
I do not want to
でもあったので、
really
まあそういう感覚は強くありますが、やは
I do
り
feel that it was a tragedy,
敗戦
tragedy,
はしっかり認めなければいけない
but I have to accept
事実があ
the
るので、
defeat as a fact.
まあ強い失望はあります。
I feel devastated. I'm very disappointed.
My name is Sean Miyaguchi. I'm from Kyoto News English. I'll be asking a question in English. Several players spoke of reaching the quarterfinals, the round of 8, as the goal for this tournament. You've fallen short of that stated goal. However, you played some very exciting football and exceeded expectations along the way. So, do you think you can call this tournament a success despite falling short of that goal? If so, why? And if not, why?
まあ選手もすべて
The players
力を出し切ったゲームとおそらく思っているでしょうし、
played to
いい
their
サッカ
best
ー
of their ability. good football.
は表現できたとは思いますが、やはり
We could show good football on the pitch,
いい目標としてたこの試合をこう突破できなかったというと
our
ころ
aim
の
was to go to the next round.
結果に対しては成功とはも
So
ちろん言えることではないですし、
I cannot really
今
call
ワ
it
ー
a
ルドカッ
success.
プの戦いをやはり次につなげていけるかどうかという
These
ところ
battles throughout this tournament,
が
whether
サ
we
ッカー
can
界にとっ
lead
て
it
この大
to
会
the
に
next
あるわけなので、
tournament is very important for the
それをもっ
Japanese
て
football.
4年後に
So 4 years from now,
今大会のチャレンジが成功と
we'd like to look back
言えるよう
on
な
this tournament
サッカー界にしてほしい
and
なと。
call it a success so that we can be even more successful in the
フ
next
リーランスの
time.
田辺と言います。
田辺 I'm a
先
freelancer.
日もお尋ねした際に攻撃に関しては非常にやっぱりその
The other day,
手応えを感じていらっしゃってて、
attack,
今日もまさにそういう試合だったと思うんですけれど
You
も、
were
監督がおっしゃったよう
very
にやはり最後の
confident
最後で
and
勝
we
ち切
were very
る
good,
ところ
but
がや
at
っ
the
ぱり
end
もう少し足りなかったと。
we could
で
not
監督は
really
ご自身
win.
の采配のこと口にされましたけれども、
And you
日本
said
サッカー
you
界全
questioned
体
your
として
tactics,
やはりその
but
勝
as
ち切る
a
ノウハウ
Japanese
あるい
football
は
as a whole,
守り切るあるいは高さ対策だと
maybe
か
to win
そういうところが
a
その
match
次のステップアッ
or to defend
プ
well
の一つの鍵にな
and
るっていう
how
ふう
to
な
counter
ご感想っていうのをお持ちでいらっしゃいますでしょうか。
attack the height of other players or other countries' players. What are the things that you're going to be doing? Well, I think you said them all. Yes, we have to have some
攻撃に関
countermeasures
して
to,
も
about those things. Or in
もっ
terms
と
of
もっと
attack,
ステップアップできる部分っていうのはたくさんありますし、
we can improve in so
こ
many
の1ヶ
different
月の間
aspects.
でも選手たちの
And
そういう
within
ポ
the
ジショニングだ
past
とか、
1 month or
ボール
so,
のスピードの変化だと
the
か、
players'
コンビネーションだと
positioning
か、
and
そういうことが
the
少しず
change
つ
of speed of the ball and the
高まってい
combination.
けば、さらにそういうチャンス、決定力が上がるとは言い切れませんけれども、チャンスは膨らむと思いますし、
could
攻
have
撃のオプション
improved it better
精度というもの
and
はそういうことによって高
thereby
まって
creating more opportunities for
いくと思います
ourselves.
ディフェンスの部分も
In terms of
決して1対
defense,
1、2対2の
one-on-one,
中でこう対応する
two-on-two,
のではなくて、今日もベルギーの両サイドというのが一つどう
of
決し
course
て
Belgium's
なおかつ攻撃に出ていくかっていうところも大きなポイントで、じゃあ両サイドを長友、酒井が
So
1
on
対
the
1で対
side
応する
there was
っていうことではなく
Nagatomo
て、
and
グループでそう
Sakai
いうことを対応してい
one-on-one,
く、
but we didn't
ことを
do
増やして
that. We were going to
ディフェンス力を
mark the
個
Belgian
の力を消していく、
opponents or players as a
そうい
group,
う
as a
プレーが
team.
できましたけど、やはり最後はそうい
We
う
did do that, however, right at the end.
それこそ数センチ、0コンマ何秒の
It was just a difference of several, maybe
違い
centimeters
を
or
持たれて
point
やられてしまう。
whatever seconds. And then they saw that,
繰り返してはいることなんですけれども、
attacked it.
やはりさらにグループで
So
人
I
に行
might
くの
have
か、
said
ボール
at
に
this,
ディフェンスをするのかっていう
in
と
the
ころの
whether to go for the player, the
そう
opposition's
いうと
player,
ころで
or
対
go for
抗
the
してい
ball.
く、対応する必要があると思
We
いま
need
す。
clear tactics.
Last question.
フリーランスの後藤です。日本語で。
Gotov, I'm a
今
freelancer.
守りの話も出たんですが、今日
You
もコーナ
were
ーキックから
talking
1
about
点取られ
defense,
て、
and you
もう西野さん
conceded two
こ
goals
のチ
from
ー
the
ム引き
corner
受けた
kick.
前からもうセットプレーから
Even
の失
before
点というの
you
はずっ
took
と
the
課題で、
initiative,
これは日本
you've
サッカー
always
もずっ
talked
と
about
昔からそうかも
the
しれません
weakness
が、
of Japan,
これに対する
conceding
対策っていう
goals
のは今
from
大会
set
を通じて
pieces.
どうだったのか。あるい
So
は
what
こ
do
れ
you
から
think
その点を日
your
本のサッ
tactics
カー全体
against
として
those
どうしてい
unset
かなければい
pieces
けないのか
and
教え
then
てください。
throughout this tournament, and what are the things that we have to do as a Japanese football going forward?
まあポーランド戦でフリーキックから取られ
against
て、
Poland,
しか
we
もフリ
conceded a
ー
goal
キッ
from
ク
a
を
set piece, a
ヘ
free
ディン
kick
グではな
that
く
was,
足で
and it was not even
取ら
a
れたって
header,
いうことは相
but it
当
was
なマーキングのミスなのか無抵
so
抗な
that
の
must
か
have been an error
っ
on
て
the side
い
of
うシー
marking,
ン失点があったので、まあこれは今シリ
or we
ーズずっ
didn't
と続
put
いて
up
いることだったの
any
で、
resistance.
もう分析
So
はや
there
めよう
has
と。
been quite a lot of cases like that.
ま
We
あ映像で
decided not
常
to
にこう繰り
analyze
返し
anymore.
ポジショニングだ、
We
初動を抑えろ、
the
オフサイドトラップ
video
で勝負する
footages
い
so
ろいろ
many
策を
times and offside
対
traps,
抗
and then
対応策を
we
考
analyzed
えて
all
は
the
いるんですけれ
moves.
ども、
And of course, we
やはり
try to come up with some countermeasures, but
まあフィジカルだけではないこうメンタリティとか駆
it's
け引
not
きと
just a
か、
physical, but
まあ物理
mental
的に
strength
10センチ
and
違
also
う選手たちとこういうレベルでは
the
対抗しな
Of
ければいけ
course,
ないので、
the
あ
opposition's
らゆる
players are
策
10
を
centimeters taller
対
than
応
our
はし
players.
てはいるんですけれども、
We do try to come up
や
with
はり最終的
measures.
に圧力をかけられ
However,
て、ディフェンス
ultimately,
の全体のポジション
we
が
are
川島の
pressured
前に5メートル、
and
10メートルっていうとこ
the
ろに
defense
引いた
positioning
中では勝てない
is
ということを、
becomes too deep, like 5 meters
まあそれは
away from
分かっ
Kawashima.
てはいるんですけれども、
We know
まあそういう
that,
状況にさせられる世界、
but we are
そこで勝負される
forced into that positioning.
ワールドカップというのがあるので、
And World Cup is such a tough
まあこれは A 代表だけではな
Arena.
く、下のカテゴリーも
So
世界へ行けばそういう形でやられてるっていう。
even
流れの中
not
で
the national
しっかり
team,
こう
but
対応できていても、
everybody
そうい
and
う
all the Japanese players are exposed
相
to
手の
that
心
kind of
拍数が
danger in
全
the
く高
world.
まってないところでやられるほど悔しいものはないですし、まあなんとか
And it is so regrettable to have
さらに
that kind of set piece
対応策を考
goals
え
from
て
set pieces
いかなければいけないん
when
でしょう。
our heartbeat is not that high.
と思います。
I think we really
ま
have
あフリー
to
キック、
come
コ
up
ーナ
with
ーキックでやられ
something.
るほど
Free kick, corner kick.
まあ選手も
are
まあされど1点ですから。
very devastating if they lead to conceding our goals.
対応は考えたいなと思います。
So yes, I have to think of
Thank you very
something.
much, coach. Thank you.
Please give your language, name, and organization before we start. The two first questions for the man of the match. Congratulations, Eden Hazard.
Thank you.
What a match, by the way. And the first two questions for him, to let him go, please. You want to put the first question? Okay. Only two questions for Eden.
Eden, you've probably not played in a game like that before. Belgium came into this tournament with question marks, not about its talent, but whether they have the fortitude to go through games. Have been knocked out like Wales last time. Did you have when they went 2-0 up, did you think it was going to be another one of those nights? And how do you feel now that Belgium have actually sort of got over this type of hurdle?
Yeah, to be fair, we was thinking 2 years ago against Wales, but we were also thinking that if we can score goals, the games was in. So we have players that they can change the game. We bring players on the pitch from the bench, and they make the difference. So today we are just happy to win the game and to go through to the quarterfinal.
Bonjour Eden Benoît de l'auteur La Dernière Heure Les Sports. Alors, comment t'expliques cette première heure difficile? Comment t'expliques que ça ait quand même basculé dans le bon sens? Et quel sentiment tu gardes de tout ça par rapport au match de vendredi que tout le monde attend contre le Brésil?
Mais je pense que la première mi-temps, les 20-25 premières minutes étaient vraiment bonnes. Ce qui a un peu foiré, entre guillemets, c'est le début de deuxième mi-temps. Là où on prend 2 buts, je pense 2 buts évitables, des petites erreurs défensives. Mais voilà, je pense qu'on a la réaction qu'on a montrée aujourd'hui, elle était grande. Et c'était ce genre de match qu'il nous fallait pour le futur, pour se dire qu'aujourd'hui on aurait pu être dehors. Et au final, on est en quart de finale. Donc voilà, on est tous très contents. Après, bien sûr, le match c'est samedi, je pense, dans 5-6 jours. Il sera magnifique à jouer. Jouer contre le Brésil, c'est toujours un rêve en tant que joueur de foot. On va bien se reposer.
Amazing as football players. We are going to rest really well, and we're going to try to really win that match.
Congratulations, Eden, and good luck. Thank you. Bye. So we can continue with Coach Roberto Martinez. Of course, I see already some hands raising. Yes, yeah. Gentlemen, the procedure is the same, as you know. Yeah, you can give it to him. Or go. Yes.
Hallo, Ludo van der Wallen voor het Nieuwsblad in België, in English. Congratulations, Roberto, but it was very difficult. Perhaps you know, but another time people will ask you about the system and the dangers of that system with only 3 defenders and a midfield, in the central midfield, that is there are only 2 players. So, will you change that?
Good afternoon. Hi, Ludo. I think today is not a day to speak about systems. I think you can analyze the performance, you can analyze the game. We had over 20 opportunities in the attacking goal. The reality is we went 2-0 down, and then you have to find solutions, you have to find reaction, but what you have to find more than anything is the desire and the togetherness of a group of players that they are desperate to perform. Today is not a day about all the low points in our performance. I think you need to congratulate Japan. I thought they prepared the game extremely well. They frustrated us. At times we were many moments with 5v5 around their box, and we couldn't find the normal way of penetrating, and they got 2 goals in 2 actions, isolated, very clinical, and then it's a very difficult game. If you look at the stats, there are not many games that you can overcome a 2-0 down in a World Cup. So I think this is down to the personality, to the focus, to the desire, to the never give up attitude of this group of players, and almost the belief of the players when they came on. I think the performances from Nasser Charlie and Marouane Fellaini coming from a deeper area created problems to Japan, but it would be very unfair to speak about the tactical approach of the game. Today is about the players, about the focus, the desire of wanting to win, and then doing it inside the 90 minutes was an incredible achievement that goes a bit further than the tactical disposition of the group.
Игорь Быкин, news.ru, вопрос на русском языке.
Igor Bikin, news.ru.
Два пропущенных мяча от сборной Японии – это результат невезения или недооценки соперника?
No, I don't think we underestimated the opponent. I think we gave a lot of detail on what Japan could do. I think the first goal is a fantastic counter-attack, and you need to give credit to Japan. I'm sure that when you get a player like Yamaguchi in the box and to find the solution that he did is great credit to them. And the second one is a wonder strike from outside the box that I think Thibaut Courtois cannot see the ball. And that's down to brilliance. Obviously, when you analyze it, you always can do a little bit better. And from that point, I want to just look at the reaction. I think the first goal or the second goal that we conceded affected us less than the first goal that Japan conceded. And I think it was that sort of game that mentally you had to be very strong. You didn't have to accept that you were in a position to lose something. I felt that the players always had that belief that we could get back into it. and you have to congratulate the performance of Japan first and foremost, but we didn't underestimate it at all.
Yes.
山本と言います。日本語で質問させていただきます。
My name is
結
Yamamoto.
果的に
I'm
そ
going
の
to ask
監
a
督が交
question.
代で投入
Of
した
course,
選
as
手
a
が2人ゴールを
result,
決めたんで
so
す
the
が、その
substitutes,
投入するとき2点をリードさ
both
れ
of
ていたと
them
き何を
scored a
考
goal.
えてらっしゃった
And
の
then
か、
when
ま
you
たそ
made
の
that substitute
日
and
本
when
と
you
ベルギーの
were
勝敗を
still
分けた差は
trailing
何だ
at
と思われますか？
2-0, and what were you thinking? And also, what decided the match, do you think? What was the difference between the two teams?
Well, I think there is a combination of aspects. I thought physically we finished the game really strong. I thought the last 20 minutes when we scored Jan Vertonghen's goal, you saw a very strong way of finishing the game. In the last minute, the third goal is almost a powerful, really strong counter-attack that almost in less than 6 seconds we cover from one box to another with 3 players being able to get there. And then the unselfish play from Romelu Lukaku, that is as a number 9, he could have tried to finish the action, and he just is aware and allows Nasser Charlie to score with an open goal. I think from a tactical point of view, Japan were dealing really well with our forward 5, with 5 players really deep. And I think with Marwan Fellaini and Nasser Charlie, they were coming deeper, and they created a little bit of a bigger problem. They couldn't get tight to these players. We were a little bit freer on the ball. We could link up a little bit better. And then we had the arrival of Nasser and Marwan Fellaini into the box from deeper areas. So I think it's a combination of aspects. But I thought that first goal from us, that it was a little bit lucky. The same way that Eden Hazard hitting the post was a very unfortunate move. Jan Vertonghen's header is a loopy header that you need a little bit of luck to get that first goal. But I think overall, creating over 20 opportunities, it shows the hungry nature of this group of players, and I couldn't be prouder of them. Today is not about tactics, it's not about the mistakes. Today is about that desire of a group of players that they wanted to get into the quarterfinals and face Brazil, and we need to celebrate that, and everyone back in Belgium needs to be extremely proud of this group of players.
Yeah, wait. Okay.
Roberto, looking forward to the next game, psychologically, I mean, we haven't had a World Cup result like this, I think, in 48 years. Last time a team's been 2-0 down. How does that, are you going to remind the players all the way up to Brazil that they've just climbed a massive mountain tonight and moving forward? And secondly, I was at the game against Argentina in Brazil. Belgium had the players, but they just were like in a straitjacket. They didn't play. How do you free them up to play against a team like Brazil?
Yeah, I think when you play against Brazil, you need to understand that they are the best team in the competition. And I think you have to accept that. The quicker that you understand your role, the better that everything gets clear. So against Brazil, we'll have to have real clarity of how to play against an opposition like that, with the quality of individuals like Coutinho, Neymar, players that they can decide the game in 1 second. But I think we need to learn from today. I think we played our first half with a lot of responsibility, is almost with a fear of not being able to fulfill the task of being favorites, of getting through the next round. I thought when we went 2-0 down, it was a psychological aspect of, okay, well, we got nothing to lose now. We can almost enjoy the opportunity of getting back into it. And I think against Brazil, we can enjoy from the first minute. I don't think we are favorites. I don't think everyone expects us to go through to the semi-finals. So I think it's a game that when you're a little boy, you dream of being involved in a World Cup, facing Brazil in a quarterfinal. So from our point of view, we can really enjoy it from the first second.
Yes, please.
朝日新聞の清水と言います。日本語で
My
伺い
name
ま
is
す。
Shimizu. I come from
日本は今
Asahi
日ベルギーに敗れ
newspaper.
てまたベスト
So we
16を超えること
lost
ができなかったのです
and
が
we couldn't
ベルギーのようにベ
go
スト
through to
16
the
を超えて
round
先に
of
進む
8.
ために日本に必要なものがもし何かあるとお考えなら教え
Belgium
てくだ
has
さい。
made it to the quarterfinals, but if you could give us some advice, how can we actually go through to the next round? What do we need?
Well, to be fair, I was going to ask you advice. I thought Japan were magnificent. I thought they played really, really well. The organization was really good. Remember that we faced each other 9 games ago. In international terms, it's always a long period, but we faced each other, and this Japan team had an incredible belief. They knew the structure. Players like Inui, that they can really hurt you, Kagawa. I thought the whole team performed in a very, very high level. So I don't think there's any advice apart from sometimes in football, one team has to lose. That's as simple as that. And you need to be patient enough not to lose the belief for the next opportunity to get the look that you deserve. I thought your team was fantastic today.
One last question, or we are okay? Apparently we are okay. Thank you very much, Robert. Thank you very much, Roberto, and good luck